So this is part 2 of the BB8 Sonar dome, and I'm just using these clear ornament shells. And what I've done is I've taken some isopropyl alcohol, cleaned them off, you know, a litless rag, cleaned it off, stuck it in the solution. There was a suggestion on the BB8 Builders Club to use this iDye poly, and it's interesting stuff. And my first packet of this, I tried to mix it to strength, which was way too much. So then I went down to about 2 cups. This is about 60 seconds in the microwave, and then you add the powder and accelerator, the intensifier, and just only like a half a teaspoon of the pigment, and then you dissolve that into the water. This is messy stuff. It says no mess, but you know what? It's a lie. So here's show you some of my relative approaches here. This is about 30 minutes in the material, in the solution, and way too dark. Then I decided to go ahead and give a little bit less time, and so there's about 10 minutes. But wow, there's this weird scale on the liquid, and it ended up transferring to the bulb, and that's ruined. So then I tried about 3 minutes. Tried 3 minutes, and again, still this weird film and scale. I tried stirring it a little bit more, and I don't know, maybe what the issue there is with the absorption. But then I finally ran into a couple of decent ones after about 1 minute in the solution, and I cleaned the top of the solution off the scale with a paper towel. That seemed to work. Again, it was quite a bit of work to just get this. And after I got these, I thought, you know, I need to protect the surface a little bit, so I tried with this one using a little bit of the Alclad clear base, this ALC 303, and it ended up frosting the bulb a little bit. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just hit it with then a little bit of Aqua Gloss Clear, and this is ALC 600, and again, it actually made it worse. So those are all failures. Then I decided to try and use just all Alclad products, and then this is ALC 405. This is their smoke, which is awesome stuff. I sprayed it on with a little bit of the base here on this one, and it turned out pretty well. At a distance it looks good. When you get close, you can see there's kind of a mottled pattern to it. Not really happy with that. But then this one I did the same thing after spraying on the smoke, and then I used the Aqua Gloss, and it made it opaque. So that's not going to work either. So those are all failures, but that's okay. And what I ended up learning is I went back to my the original plan, which was just the spray enamel and the clip cans, and that worked out pretty well. I commented about how I didn't like this pooling effect at the base of the globe. You know, when you set it down on the surface to let it dry, that it pulls around the edge. And I thought, you know, what if I just go ahead and leave the bulb intact before I cut it after, and then go ahead and spray it on really thick and just let it drill down to the side, and then let it dry. That gives me enough space to work with. It's clear then. So now when I go ahead and trim it, it'll have a consistent color to it. So I've gone back to the Testors Enamel and that approach, and it looks really good. This is 1 coat, and then I tried here 2 coats. I kind of like that 2 coats quite a bit. But, you know, one more chance here. I've got this one here that's been in here for 6 minutes now, and might give you a display of what's going on here. So there's 6 minutes in the iDye poly, and again it's come out this kind of weird purplish blue, and I've got all these flakes and crud all over the surface of this. So you know what, this is not going to work. The iDye poly stuff, again, it might be an option if you've got patience for it, but it takes a while to mix up. You watch it really carefully. It just seems like there's too many variables here for making mistakes. And instead, I would just go to the spray enamel instead, and it's quick, one and done. Paint it, let it dry, and you can make many of these with good consistency, rather than this might be a little bit more touchy. If you've got the skill and the patience for this, great, but I just see that more valuable time-wise to be able to use the spray enamel, paint it, and then let it dry, rather than have to mess around with this. I can be working on something else. So that is iDye Poly versus Alclad versus Testors Spray Enamel, their semi-clear smoke spray enamel. Have fun.